What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Pastor Wes, and I'm here with another 5-minute Bible study. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I hope all of y'all are doing really well, but, let's jump right into it. I'm going to go from Psalm chapter 121, and I'm going to read verse 3 and 4. All right, let's check it out. It says, "He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep." Look, this entire Psalm 121, is a pretty familiar one. A lot of people might be familiar with the song My Help, which was based upon this particular psalm. Beautiful song if you want to go check it out. Just a quick plug. But the thing about this entire psalm was that it is a part of what they call the Song of Ascents. Ascents, Song of Ascents. It was when Hebrew travelers would travel long distances. They would sing this song on those long journeys. And the reason they would sing the song was because they were entreating the help from God so that their trip could be safe. So imagine yourself traveling on a rocky terrain. Imagine yourself perhaps walking through a mountainous area and singing the song that says that he will not let your foot slip. It literally had context and meaning for the people who were traveling these very treacherous journeys. Imagine God making sure that your foot doesn't slip on the mountain, your foot doesn't slip on the gravel surface that you are walking through, such that you will not fall down and you will not fall to your death. So they're singing this song with meaning. And when I read this psalm, that God will not allow your foot to slip, that he who watches over you will not slumber, I imagine that as we sojourn through this life, which has its own peaks and valleys, this life that sometimes has very treacherous terrain for us to navigate, this life that we live that sometimes has sickness and health, that has plenty as well as famine, that has a lot of different things that we have to deal with in our own personal lives. I'm thinking about a God who does not allow your foot to slip as you navigate those circumstances. What a blessing to think about a God that is willing to do that. And so when you think about that, when you consider what God is doing for you in those circumstances, is that God is trying to make sure that you have a way of being able to get through what you need to get through without having to worry about stumbling on your way there. But my favorite part about it is, it says, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. Think about the fact that, some of us find it challenging just to stay awake in class, stay awake at work after we've had our lunch and we're trying to get through the latter half of our workday. Some of us, look, by the time the end of the day comes, we can't wait to get into our bed so that we can get some sleep. But we serve a God, and this is a blessing. We serve a God who watches over our life and never slumbers nor sleeps. So essentially with God, we have protection at night. So going back to the example of these people who were traveling long distances, it means that God is watching over them, that even as they sleep, they are not attacked in their tent. They are not attacked by some wild animal that is going to rip them to shreds, because God is their covering. And think about that from that standpoint, that as you sojourn through this life, there are going to be people and things and circumstances that will seek to try to attack you while you are in the nighttime of some of the situations that you're dealing with. But God does not sleep. God does not slumber, and God watches over you. It's like how I preached at one of my friends' churches a couple weeks ago, that we have a God that protects us and guards us 24/7, 365. So when I consider that, and I want you all to think about this, is that as you're traveling through life, do not think for one single solitary second that God is not watching over you. Even when the circumstance is not exactly how you wanted it to turn out, even when things are not going exactly how you would have designed or liked, God is still watching. We serve a God who will not let your foot slip and who watches over you day and night. You guys take care. and be blessed.